Happy Wednesday, and may the 4th be with you.
Ooh.
We are the
Disney Nerd Herders, and this is the Not Quite Ready for Prime Time live stream. As you can see, we're still using our old computer with the blurry screen.
Yes.
It's called the Liz Taylor effect. It makes us look 50 years younger. Thank you for joining us on our special time. We switched with D&G Explorers tonight.
Yep.
They are on like a super secret cruise with friends out there, though they were trying to go at 7, but they're having technical issues. But
they ended up coming
on.
We were able to catch them.
Yes, they fought and they got the stream up. So finally, that was awesome. So
yeah.
If you're gonna watch the replay later, check them out. D&G, Derek and Gregory are really good friends of ours.
Yeah.
So
what's tonight's show about?
Tonight's show is about creepy crawlies, because we're moving to Florida. For those of you who don't know, we're moving to Florida, and if you don't know that, you're late.
Look at the ears. It's like the diamond.
Yeah, Liz Taylor diamond. Let's bring our guest in, because we're really fuzzy and we won't look so bad with those guys not.
Okay, because we'll be smaller on the screen.
So let's bring in all of our friends. If I can figure out, that's why we're not quite ready for prime time. All right, we have Walt and nope, that's not right. Walt and Melissa from Mosquitoes. Welcome in, guys.
We saw them this weekend.
We have family. We got family in the house. It's Sarah. Welcome in, Sarah.
Hello.
And then we have Disardrees, Angela. There she is. Welcome in, guys.
We saw her this weekend too.
And we got.
All right.
We got
you want to show real quick?
Star Wars Day.
Okay. Go ahead.
The 4th be with you. There is
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Love it.
And dun, 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 dun.
Love it. Good job, Avery.
Dark side of the Force.
All right.
Good job,
go eat your supper.
Make sure you heat it up enough, okay?
2 minutes.
Oh,
2 minutes. All right. Whoa.
Oh,
is this one of the things we have to worry about in Florida?
He eats the creepy crawlies.
We're gonna have to get a bunch of them.
It's the
Probably are.
Bite your leg off, mister.
You just got the matching hat.
So tonight we're going to tackle, we're going to be moving to Florida, and we brought on the experts, or more experts than us, about what to look out for. But tonight is also about, we have Sarah with us, who has special knowledge. I'm not going to say anything else, but she's going to do a review and tell us all about Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind,
and Epcot.
And how is it? And is it really fun? And is it gonna make people yak all over the place? That's what people want to know.
We want all the dirty details.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how long ago did you write it?
Oh gosh, I wrote it Friday.
Okay, so recently.
Wow,
yes.
Friday. Okay.
Yes.
And is it didn't really people say
it was
awesome?
It was so good. It was really good. I was like laughing, and the whole group of us. I went with other cast members that I work alongside, and we were laughing the whole time. It was a blast.
Disclaimer: you took something before you rode the ride, right?
I did. I took a non-drowsy. It's boning, basically like Dramamine, because I get really motion sick. I get motion sick on anything with like the 3D screens and motion simulators, anything that spins, and even now on Everest and Hagrid going backwards, I actually get a little bit sicky on those as well now.
Okay.
So I didn't want to have my experience kind of messed up by vomiting all.
Right. But I mean, we have heard
just in case, because I heard from other people who don't usually have those type of issues that it was a little bit it was still a little bit iffy for them as well, so I figured better safe than sorry.
Right.
And I'm glad I did for sure.
Is it really, really fast?
It depends what you're comparing it to. It is one of the faster rides for sure.
Is it as fast as Rock and Roller Coaster?
No, I wouldn't say it's as intense speed-wise as Rock and Roller Coaster.
Okay, is it as fast as Everest?
Around there, yes. Yes.
Okay.
And the turns are coordinated, right? It's not just they just let it go.
No, maybe a couple times here and there, but
not
it's
like
so buttery smooth, like you feel like you're gliding on ice. It's
okay.
incredible.
See, in my mind, it's more like Gringotts. Is it something like Gringotts?
It
Escape
makes
from
me
Gringotts?
think of it when I first saw pictures, because there was a lot of pictures that came out of the coaster itself, and you only saw like a couple different vehicles like side by side, but it's a longer train than I was thinking it was going to be originally.
Okay.
I want to say in some aspects, like the turning motions, it's kind of like Gringotts, but in every other way, I don't think it is at all.
So let me take a second and welcome in the chats, because I'm going to say if the chats have any questions for Sarah, you let us know and she'll try to answer them, right?
Yes.
Because she has all the blueprints and design details, and she's got Bob Chapek on the line in the background. But welcome in, Jack Sandy Claus, Logan, welcome in, Stevie Lee, welcome in, Paul Eichenlaw, welcome in. Rob Fuzz is here. We don't have a horn.
Beep, 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 beep.
But we got the love. Beep, beep, beep. Keith, welcome in. Thanks for being here. I said Jackson.
Yeah.
And John and Nancy, they're here. They jumped on by what happened.
There they are.
Laura B, welcome in. Auntie Laura. And okay, that's it. So okay. So
yeah,
if
there's a lot
anybody
of
has
people
any
going on
questions
at
you
this
want to
time.
ask, be sure to put them in the chats, and we'll try to get.
So I had a question. Do you go backwards at all?
You do.
And my other question is in the Hogwarts castle, how the car makes you go where you're almost like literally on your back? Does it do that?
Yes. It does not do anything like that. No. Not even slightly sideways. It's
okay. So you're upright and you're kind of moving front, back, but not.
See, I thought it reminded me of like Primeval World. You know how when you go on Primeval where they unlock it and then it can kind of turn?
Without the whiplash and like feeling like you're gonna fly off the track.
Right. That's the turning part. You know how once they unlock it, it can turn this way and that way. But with this one, it's more controlled turns, correct?
Yes, it's controlled, and sometimes it feels like it lets it go a little bit, but most of the time it kind of made sense how it was going. I want to say it's I think everyone said the same thing afterwards. It's what Space Mountain wishes it was.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's more intense than the Remy ride, right? More than Ratatouille.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as far as like speed and everything else goes. Although I don't know, I get really sicky on Remy.
I got nauseous.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I get nauseous from Remy.
That scene where he's like you're following them up like the tubes or tunnels or whatever. Oh gosh, yeah, I find myself closing my eyes half the time.
At any part of the ride, is there air sickness bags available?
No.
Okay.
I will say that the pouch that you have to put your belongings in, by the way, is very tiny. A lot of us were just kind of putting our bags like in our laps, like between our knees, holding on.
So is that actually the air sick the sick bucket?
I need a makeshift one. If you stuff a plastic bag inside, maybe. I don't know if I can lean over.
Oh my god, we have to welcome in Super
Disney fan. Welcome in.
See how come I
Hey Nick, Shannon.
It takes a
what
while.
a delay. Super Disney family, welcome in.
Yes. Laura wants to know how bad is the
very
motion sickness.
Like I said, I mean, I took the non-drowsy, the medication beforehand to help with the motion sickness, but I still, like, I break into cold sweats usually, and I get very, very nauseous. And I still kind of broke into that cold sweat heading into like the last go of the ride.
Okay, so how many people did you see throw up the time that you were there?
We had somebody get sick while we were in the queue. It held us up. We waited around an hour, a little over an hour.
In the queue.
I'm going again next week because I have the preview again next week with guests. So I'm going again next week. And I'm bringing Joe and my other friend.
What was up with the queue that they got sick?
So anytime they've got to stop a coaster and clean out the vehicles and everything like that, they basically stop admitting everybody so that they can either pull the vehicle aside and clean it or whatever they have to do.
That's crazy. So they're hosing down the vehicle. So
Really?
so if you get in a vehicle and it's a little wet, you know what happened.
It is crazy.
Maybe. I mean, if it smells really clean, you never know.
So J&N Travels have yet to be bitten by a bug, so that's good.
And we didn't get to see anything as far as parts of the queue, and so everything were still closed even for us. So like I know there's like pre-show elements and everything. We saw some of it, but there were still a lot of things that we didn't get any access to. So I'm wondering if when I go next week, maybe they'll be a little further along with some of it.
How long is the queue? Is it kind of like Rise of the Resistance length, long queue?
Parts of it, yeah, it does kind of remind. Well, without as much outdoor, I feel like most of the queue that we were in was indoor. It's not to say they couldn't extend it to an outdoor area if it got long enough. They probably could. But I feel like most of the time we were in like that nice, cool Disney AC, like, so that was nice.
Is there any like secret throwback to like Ellen's Energy Adventure?
We were all wondering that. We were looking around and I didn't see anything off the bat. It's very, very likely that I probably maybe missed something. It was very loud. Everyone was talking in there, and hearing some of the pre-show elements was a little tricky at times. That's one of the things I actually said going through. I hope that they kind of bring up the audio a little bit of their pre-show going through the queue, because it was hard to hear kind of what everything was like, the story that was being explained. And
I could put like Bill Nye and one of the collectors.
I was hoping for something in there, you know. I mean, technically, okay. So I think there kind of is. Now that I think about it, really think about it, I can't really say without giving away the story of the ride, but I think maybe the actual story of the ride is its own kind of hint at the Ellen ride.
So do you get a story of the ride if you go through the queue and go out the chicken door?
Kinda, yeah. You see the introduction of what's gonna happen, kinda.
I'm gonna go in the queue. I'm just not gonna ride it. That's my plan.
I might be with you, Angela. I don't know.
It's
I'm
cool.
very
There's a lot to
afraid.
see. Even if you chicken out, there's a lot to see in the queue. It was really neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
You got to do it once. So what? You get sick one time. At least you
Well,
can.
maybe So the first time you ride it, maybe go like at Park Inn, so you're not ruining your whole day.
Yeah, that's what I would usually tend to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are getting sick on a ride, though. That's probably not good.
All right.
Yeah, anything that spins is usually, that's it. In motion simulators, working at Flight of Passage, we saw so many. It was bad.
Really?
Sometimes.
Really?
So this ride actually spins, right?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Not all the
Not fast spins, but like spinning, looking, and then a couple times where it
turn.
Even Toy Story Mania spins though sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Right, but that's like fast spin.
Yeah, it's not like you're getting on the teacups and spinning it as fast as you can, kind of spinning.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Jeff can ride it. Yeah. Okay.
So Keith's down to 35 days, 18 hours and 20 minutes until his road trip.
But who's counting?
Who's counting, right? And he says the Hogwarts Express is going to be closed for maintenance.
Oh,
trip.
no.
That's horrible.
That is horrible.
That stinks.
That's
What are they doing at Hogwarts Express?
Refurb.
Oh, okay.
No. That's too bad, though. Huh?
Wow.
Maybe it got a flat tire. Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I have to be careful of meds I take, so I don't even know if I could take something to possibly get through it. Like Simpsons, I can't do Simpsons. Hogwarts,
Yeah, I can't do Simpsons at all. That would make me sick.
Back, but you says it doesn't go back. Everest, when we go back, that bothers me.
Yeah.
Hagrid's. I'm okay
Hagrid's going
with
backwards.
Hagrid's.
Yeah, you're okay with Hagrid.
Backwards with Hagrid's. I'm not getting that G-force pressure on my head.
We'll do it later.
There was none of that, luckily, in this. I didn't feel it was like I didn't get any G-force type stuff in this.
Okay.
Is it long enough? Is it? It's not like a ride.
I felt like it was good. There were a couple times I was like, "Oh no, if it ends right now, I don't know if this is gonna be good." But it kept going, and I was like, "Okay, this is good."
So it's a good length of time. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We gotta welcome in Trisha. You might know this person, Sarah.
Maybe.
And we gotta welcome in Jim for More Sunshine, please.
Jim, welcome in, buddy.
So,
Thanks for being here.
talking about like what if it ends early, the Flight of Passage, it kills me every time it ends. I want it to continue.
Yeah.
So when you were asking about like, is it quick or something? I feel that way on Flight of Passage, but it's because I love it so much. You
The
just
flight
want
is so
more of
long,
it.
and so many people don't realize how long that is compared to
It-
some of the
it's
other
Oh
rides.
no, it
long.
is.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. If you got to compare Cosmic Rewind to a coaster, would you say it's obviously it doesn't sound like it's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train short because I think that's really short.
No,
But is it Slinky Dog Dash long? Because I think Slinky Dog is a really long coaster.
yeah, I would actually compare it
does.
probably lengthwise to Slinky. I'm actually curious to see minute-wise how long this ends up being because I was trying to figure that out. And usually when you ride something for the first time, it just feels like it goes by really fast anyway. So the fact that I remember it and I don't feel like it flew by tells me that it probably is a decent length.
Good.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, all right. So, any other questions for Sarah in the chats about Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind?
Well, I got one last question. When you go into the actual show building, the big building,
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's some screens in there or something that.
Yes.
Okay, is it fully immersive or is it just in certain areas?
Mostly, like I said, we missed parts of the queue, so like we had like immersive room and then kind of broke it up a little bit, and then it kind of goes back and forth a little bit, and then we missed. For us, it wasn't quite as immersive because we were going a little bit backstage and doing different things there, and kind
I mean, like on the ride when you're actually in the ride and you go inside the big.
Oh, you feel like you're in this whole other place.
Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah, that was the coolest thing about it for me.
Okay.
Wow.
I want to ride it, but I'm afraid of coasters, period. Like, I just don't do them a whole lot.
I would recommend anybody just at least try this one.
I probably will
It's
at once.
really cool. There's no hills or anything like that. Like a lot of people can't do like the steep. There's none of that.
Anything. No big drops or anything. No.
Now, I know that Avery's
The launch
gonna,
is backwards. That's the only thing I will say.
That's
Yeah.
iffy for me.
Avery's going to want to know: are there any Stan Lee cameos in it?
I that's another thing that I.
Oh, come on, Sarah.
Really? Yeah.
There has to be.
He was in the
There's
movie.
so
yeah.
much happening at all the time, so I don't know.
So I think it's a ride, but you
There's
can ride it like.
going on in the ride and like.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you can ride it 3 or 4 times and find something new every time.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. That's
good.
So, is this now your new favorite ride? Or
Out of
close to it?
Disney,
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll definitely obviously do it
Whoa.
again. You just will take the meds before you
That's
do
a
it.
big. That's a
Yeah.
big.
I mean, I might eventually, if I catch it at the end of the day, try it with the medication just to see how I actually do without it. But
Well, you know
for
what to
now-
expect too, so you
Yeah.
kind of will be able to maybe move with the ride, so it's not as
Yeah.
bad.
Try not to be as disoriented.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure your first time you're trying to look everywhere,
Yeah, I was like, where am I?
so your head's all going as well as the car.
Yeah. I think that was like the
Yeah.
most common response I saw afterwards was, what just happened? So much just happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. So when is it open for the regular people? Like, is that
27th.
Pretty soon, the end of the month.
the end of the month? So is
Yeah.
that going to be like a 5-hour wait probably?
Oh, sure.
There'll probably be a lot of stuff. I'm assuming in the next few weeks when guest previews happen. I mean, they tell everybody there's signs everywhere not to film, no pictures inside, nothing. Like literally, aside from the one photo op we get outside,
Yeah.
can't do anything inside. But I know things leak, and they already have several
Of
times
course,
now.
yeah.
But I recommend do not look up anything about the inside. You want it to be a surprise. I'm really glad that I didn't say anything.
Yeah. So yeah, I watched the ride when we did Rise of the Resistance, and I totally regret it.
Yeah.
So-
Because we were still 8 months. We were 8 months out,
I
and
know.
we just couldn't wait that long.
Totally regret it.
Everyone. in the month was-
It is a big difference because we didn't with Rise. Now we were also there like when it first opened, but we didn't see anything from any of the others or any idea. And it is a big difference when you see nothing.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
got-
It's tough with the cast members because
yeah.
they'll start posting the pictures of like their costumes and everything inside and everything. When
I just remember getting on Rise with another YouTube couple that had never been on it, and they got on it for the first time, and we saw it with them, and their faces when they wrote it were like,
yeah.
"Wow!"
Oh, I was on the whole time I rode that ride for the first time. I loved it. That's still probably my favorite like experience type of ride. Is still probably Rise.
We got to welcome Chris Robotics and Caitlin from Make It Blue.
Caitlin, welcome in. I've seen her in a while.
Yeah. I was going to ask another question, but I can't think of it.
She said,
any news if any of the actors are going to be
I haven't
checking
heard
it out?
anything. Everything I've been hearing is just speculation,
I'm
guesswork.
sure.
I'm sure they will be.
Typically, they do tend to send people to these types of openings and everything. It's just a matter of who. Like I know in the past with Flight and everything, like we've seen people like Zoe Saldana and people like that pop up. So she's one of the more common ones that does tend to.
They had all the big names come out for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They had Harrison Ford was there, Mark Hamill was there, Billy D. Williams was there.
That tends to be why it gets so packed on top of the fact that people just want to ride the ride for the first time. Everyone wants to see it.
I don't know if Chris Pratt will be there, but Dave Bautista, Glenn Close, maybe Michael Rooker, somebody like that will be there, I'm sure.
That would be cool. Yeah.
And congratulations, Caitlin, for her first year of college. Yeah.
Sophie starts hers up in August. All right, so that's awesome. Thanks, Sarah, for the insight.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
Terry Crews on the ride? He's part of the ride?
Is who?
Terry Crews, is he part of the Guardians of the Galaxy ride?
I don't know who that is.
Maybe.
Oh, she said maybe.
Oh, okay. He's the guy in the commercial that's like a bee and he makes his chest bounce.
Oh, okay. No, okay. All right, I know who that is now. Okay. All right, so you want to get into the creepy crawlies?
Sure. Yep, so huge, just trying to keep up with the chats. Huge international cast member news. International college program and cultural program is now hiring and should be starting for fall season.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sophie wants to do the college program.
Cool.
Can Florida?
The Florida college people.
You can. I will admit there's a lot that goes into the college program that's not so great and some that are great. It really depends what she's looking for.
Well, it'd be like theater, acting, that type of stuff.
It can be really tricky. It's a lot more, there's less kind of like an open experience to do different things within the college program, and you don't really have any opportunities to save a lot of money from it. I will say that. So if she's looking to like earn money to keep, or
I think it's more experience.
She just wants the experience, then it's a good way to just get your foot in the door and do some fun things and meet some cool people. As far as getting into actual like entertainment and things like that, it can be very hard as a CP.
Okay, gotcha.
Cool.
Okay, awesome. How do you want to do this? You want to kind of go around the horn and
I don't know.
Or do you want to do photos or?
Yeah, so I guess we can go around the horn. I don't know if you guys have anything in mind that like should we go around the horn? You guys want to give us like your top thing that you think that. See, the thing is, we're moving down to Florida, and we like to do walking and hiking and stuff like that, and usually through the state parks or national park types of things. Mm-hmm. And I'm worried about.
You're worried about snakes.
I'm worried about something surprising coming up that we're not aware of. Thing where it's going to come up and bite you, or something's
most likely things that you're not even expecting.
That's I have a good one for you when you want to hear the story.
Sure. Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. So here's my story. So Zach was playing basketball the other day in a neighborhood. Okay. And they were playing basketball and the ball went into like a little wooded area and it like rolled into the grass and it was like dust. Scared. So they start walking into the grass and they started to hear snorting.
Oh,
and they were wild pigs, wild hogs.
Gosh, wild boars are bad.
The wild boars,
they're dangerous.
Yes, so there were about 5 of them, and there was a group of boys. So they started like squealing. The hogs started squealing and they like knocked them over. And I mean, Zach, they were running from these pigs, and the one kid, I guess, like tackled the one. But then they finally like scampered off. But Zach got all cut up, and
you didn't get that on video? It's not on YouTube, TikTok?
No.
Wow.
But, I mean, who would have thought that you would be you would see these wild boars, and it was right by a playground in a neighborhood. So
those are one of the animals I was actually thinking about. Yeah, we've heard them even walking through Lake Louisa.
Really?
Really peacefully, and they're pretty dangerous if you have.
Yes, they can be.
That was kind of a boring story.
And I wonder,
Boring.
what'd you say, Walt?
It was boring. Get it? Like quite exciting.
They were little. Like one time we were driving on a road, and we saw one dead on the side of the road. Must have gotten hit by a car. It was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably, it was huge. Now these were smaller. They might have been babies, so we were thinking maybe they like stirred up a nest or something. Because they were like under the brush, so maybe they were young. But thank God the mother wasn't around.
Playground they were in, or was it?
It was in brush. And
it was like a neighborhood.
He said
basketball in the brush.
No. They were on a play.
That's what I'm saying. Where was the court? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, they were on a basketball court, and the ball went into the brush. So he said, Zach used the word spawned. I think he's been playing too many video games, but he said they spawned from the ground. So I don't know if they were like in a hole. Like, do they burrow under the ground?
They just kind of hide in bushes and everything.
I don't think
warthogs probably huddled under there.
The warthog is not the same thing as a boar.
I didn't know if they did the same because warthogs make tunnels in the ground.
They make like a little burrow. Yeah, maybe they were in like a little burrow and they came out, but I think they scared them just as much. They scared each other.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was kind of crazy. You
guess I had a Timothy Rainwaters.
I did. I had him up.
Good.
Hey, Timothy.
Yeah, they left the kids' ball there. They didn't end up getting the basketball back.
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
Oh
man!
Wow.
So Aaron's
I could have played a 5-on-5.
It was the pigskin, right? It was the pigskin, or the basketballs aren't made of pigskin.
That's football. That's okay.
Nothing to you. Just get out of there.
That's so true.
Wow. So boars. I wasn't even thinking about.
I was more concerned of the slithery and creepy crawly.
I
didn't.
That's like the least of the issues of snakes down here, in my opinion. I mean, there are some bad ones, but I haven't run into them that commonly. At least not dangerous ones.
Boars.
Wild boars and coyote. I've seen coyote too.
Yeah, we get a lot of those around here.
Coyote. All right, so I think we're approaching this the wrong way.
Yeah, because if you're talking about like walking in the woods.
Well, I'm not walking about not in the wild woods, but along a trail,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of Lake Louisa, because Lake Louisa is the closest like big park to walk around in, and it's really nice, by the way. It's really pretty. I'm trying to think of what we've seen there as far as anything dangerous.
I don't have a picture of a boar. Oh, Cynthia's at bacon. Bacon. Oh, we're going to start a GoFundMe for basketball. Okay, so Keith.
That's true. Yes, Keith.
So Keith brought up mosquitoes. I do have a photo of a mosquito if you want to try bringing it up. They look bigger than our mosquitoes.
I don't know what a mosquito looks like. What does that look like?
All right, bring up the mosquito.
They
look bigger. Now, Sophie is allergic to mosquitoes.
Oh, good luck.
The 1 hour she was out during our live show, she got 15 mosquito bites.
Oh, she
no
does.
lie.
She gets
eaten alive here. Certain times of year are bad.
Oh, they swell up and
she gets hard lumps.
She's gonna take antibiotics.
Mosquito bites too.
We're talking like lumps that are like probably. I mean,
like solid infected lumps. Yeah,
really
it's
hard.
Bad. So
mine get really they're hot to the touch when I get them and everything.
Yes,
yeah. I knew someone else in the family.
Yeah,
she
got it from you, Sarah.
Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah, we used to. There was one trip where we had to mark with the surgical pen as it was expanding to take a photo for the doctors while we were on vacation. And we actually had to get oral and also ointment for it, and we had to wrap it. She looked like it was so swollen. She looked like she had a knee growing out of the side of her leg. And this was when she was like, there was a mosquito.
On this group unless you name them
Scroll
something else.
down.
And
You'll need to get a bat house.
Scroll down. You're not scrolling down.
I did scroll down.
Oh, where's the mosquito? Is it Black Widow beetle? Huh?
Huh.
Move. I could have sworn I got a mosquito. Florida carpenter, cricket, mosquito. Here.
All right. Wow.
Look how huge that is. That's like a mutant mosquito.
It's growing. It's growing.
But
that
the
looks
That's not perfect. They're not that big.
that's the
That
blood.
is your blood.
That's-
This is actual size.
No, but
it's not actual size.
looking at the photos that I saw,
Where are we? We can't find this now. Okay, all right.
they look bigger than the Massachusetts mosquitoes, if that's actually
All
possible.
the ones I've had that are like the worst bites are always the tiny, tiny mosquitoes here. They leave me with horrible, like hives and big welts and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Jim had wild
But they're
turkeys.
even then they're still like the least of my worries when it comes to like the biting insects down here. Like there's so many. Blech. I think because I work on trails too, and I work outside all the time in the parks.
Yeah, I'm sure you
everything.
can.
At this point.
Don't forget about the fire ants too.
Oh, those
Oh,
are
I have
the
a photo of
worst. I
those.
got
Oh, yeah.
all of my arm one day at work.
I got attacked by those on my
I went
feet.
outside. I went
Twice.
outside to pull some weeds, and there was a
big anthill.
a big anthill there,
Yeah.
and of course I disturbed them. I had like
blisters.
they were like I had to like pull them off.
Yes. And it really like it feels like a searing.
It does
like,
blister. Yeah, it almost looks
Yeah.
like a pimple.
There they
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah, that's my hand they're on right there.
there they are. Yeah.
Oh,
They're a blast. They're tons of fun.
They're great.
so when Sophie was sitting in that driveway at the new house, she got bit by one. And
course.
she was like, "Oh my god!" Like she
Just
felt
this
something
weekend?
burn. Yeah,
Wow, I
and she
didn't
felt
know.
it burning, and then she saw that it was like a red fire.
Yeah.
3 of
Most
them.
of the time it's you're leaning on them or something on accident. It always is something
Yeah.
silly like that, and then they get you.
Well, Avi got bit by one in Animal Kingdom during the parade.
Oh my god! You would have thought it severed his arm.
In Animal Kingdom,
Screamed bloody murder because he was young.
yeah, he was like,
And
three.
he always
some
would pick
slack.
up bugs. He's a bug person. He'd pick them up. We keep telling him we can't be doing that down here. And yeah, he picked up a red one. It bit him, and he was freaking out. And
It
we're
hurt.
like,
you could tell it hurt. It
yeah,
hurt a
oh
lot.
yeah, you could tell it really hurt. He's not a faker. And we were watching the Animal Kingdom parade when they used to have it, and we were in a position where we couldn't go anywhere. So this nice family next to us ran and got ice for him.
aw.
And then and that calmed it calmed the pain down,
Yeah.
But yeah, he hasn't picked up bugs since then, I'll tell you that.
You're on the hot stove. I told you that touch the bug.
Jim says that the Florida ants are so much worse than the ones up north. He learned that the hard way. Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. I picked the wrong one.
I like to get a bat house.
They
they're
are really good. They really help with the mosquitoes.
Yeah,
we're-
we'll have to do. We have bats. We actually have bats in the backyard, and she still got bit 15 times in an hour.
Oh wow.
Luckily, nothing swelled up, and none were in the head because when she gets bit in the head, her face morphs into like Quasimodo. It's
Oh,
like
no.
crazy. Yeah,
Wow.
Especially if she gets them right
right
between
here, like
her
anywhere,
whole-
like in this
feel-
section.
Yeah.
Her eyes and her nose, like she swells up really bad. Look, in her forehead, it looks horrible.
Oh.
She found that one out.
You sure Florida is conducive to Sophie?
I know.
I was gonna see.
Well, we have mosquitoes out here, right?
She would be wrapped up in foam everywhere she goes.
I
Wait till she
know.
has a run in with yellow flies.
Oh,
Oh, do I have a picture?
I got
of the
bit
fly?
4 times by yellow flies.
Yeah, I
just
understand it.
today.
What are these yellow flies?
They're
I heard
awful.
they hurt. I
They
heard they
hurt.
I
hurt.
haven't even gotten to the alligators yet.
Are you saying
I
yellow
got
flag?
4
Yellow
times on the arm
flies.
today. Went right up my sleeve at work and got me while I was by the pollinator garden at Rafiki's plant I watched.
Okay, let's find a yellow fly. I want to see what they look like.
They're yellow.
I can see if I
Let's
can
look
find
it
a
up.
picture.
It
Let me
might
see. I
have-
have my
I've heard
iPad
of
right
green.
here.
I've heard of green heads. They have those like up in
Yeah,
New
they-
Jersey.
Thing too. Yeah.
Those green heads are nasty.
Yeah.
I never heard of a yellow fly.
No, I don't have a photo. I thought I did though.
No.
There, we see a ton.
Well, there's not that many flies in Florida. Most of them are in Delaware.
That's surprising.
Here's a Florida yellow fly. Hold on. I have a picture of it.
Show her.
So
All
what?
right.
Who's gonna present it?
Hang on.
This is a Florida yellow fly.
Okay, hang on a
All
second.
right.
Hang on.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm seeing
Yes.
Wow, look how big
I
it is.
know.
It's
It's actually
gigantic.
not very big, but they're like maybe this big, tiny, like a regular fly. They're completely silent, so you don't hear like the buzzing around you or anything. And that's the problem, is that normally you hear something buzzing around you, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are totally silent until you get bit, and the next thing you know, like it's a lot.
Oh, are those the ones that you go into like convulsions when they bite you?
Oh, it makes you jump. Like I literally had dropped something today.
So why do they bite? Why do they bite you? Because they're
They
being
drink blood.
disturbed, or because they're hungry?
Hungry.
So
Dinosaur.
they get blood from. Okay. Ooh.
Yes, they do. They do suck your blood just like a mosquito.
Like a mosquito.
And I did hear that they're extremely painful.
I will take mosquitoes over these any day.
Wow.
Because sometimes mosquitoes you don't feel them.
Florida. I haven't seen any of these.
You must be
things yet.
living in a pretty good area. So far, we've only
We've
found
had
black
a
snake.
lot of run-ins with bad bugs here, and between here and working at Animal Kingdom, there's a lot of them because we've had run-ins with red velvet ants here at our complex.
I
The
don't
cow
know.
killer.
I know they sound delicious.
Red velvet.
Red velvet. Yeah.
Red velvet
ants. No,
I like red velvet cupcakes. Yeah.
like a red velvet cup
Pancake.
in a row, and it
It's
makes
actually
it
a
look like
fucking
an ant.
wasp.
New snack coming in Animal Kingdom.
Red velvet ants.
Anthony the Mole Man. Look at him.
Oh.
That's funny.
What is that, velvet?
What other things have you guys run into? I might have photos.
Puss caterpillar.
I don't have a photo of a caterpillar. So are they cute where you want to pick them up and then it's bad news?
They look fluffy, and that's probably the worst sting that I've ever had since living down here. And it was when I was at Animal Kingdom, and it felt like I was shot in.
You need to move from Animal Kingdom.
Are they
We need
black
to
and
share
red? Are they
Kingdom.
like black and red and fluffy?
Oh, like the woolly bear?
I'll show you. Oh, this is the velvet ant, by the way.
All right, hang on a second.
Oh, wow, he's really
Wow.
the size of him.
That's big.
They're in the wasp family. They're actually a type of wasp. So technically,
Okay,
if you
that
have
makes
a bad
sense.
reaction to wasps, then
Interesting. Do they fly?
no.
Oh, there's some
But
flying
they
ants.
have a nasty stinger. So let me see if I can find.
I don't.
We had a
Look
lot of
like
people
a-
who had run-ins with puss caterpillars last year,
look like they could pop your
and they
toe.
leave like an actual mark. Like I saw the imprint of the outside of it on my.
Don't forget about bears.
Really?
Too.
I don't. Do we have caterpillars that bite up in Massachusetts?
I don't remember having any.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, I remember those little orange.
So
and
this
black
is the.
Yeah, the woolly bears. Are
Pick
the
them up
woolly
all the
bears?
time.
That's
That
not a
curl
woolly
up?
bear.
Oh, heck no.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
it's like
You wanna pick
barbs
'em up.
almost, and they just kind of like sticks in, and I think it's like a type of venom or something, or I don't know.
So
what
you
it
don't
is
want to
on
touch them, right?
It's like
No.
a porcupine quill.
I didn't even know I felt something crawling on my costume when I was at work. And I just, without thinking about it, I was talking to a guest and I went to brush it off. And as soon as I made contact with this thing, I just had like the markings all down my hand. And then it bruised up like 2 days later. I just remember my hand swelled up and it was all bruised up.
Wow.
And we've had
Yeah.
people leave and have to go to the hospital and everything because of the reactions to
See,
this.
now we know why Animal Kingdom is like the least visited park. Yeah, I'm not
Dangerous.
Now you know why the
Yeah.
trails are sponsored by Off.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
I didn't
Do you
think-
have
Well,
do you have to file an accident report when you get bit by something?
Yeah, they call them stitch reports. Your stitch report.
Oh, geez.
I figured so.
It's just in case it got any worse or anything like that for workers' compensation. They just keep track of it for you. Or if it is any type of like a venomous insect or anything, usually they're going to call like somebody to come check it out just to make sure.
And remove it if they can.
Yeah. Usually if you have something there and they can like remove it and put it somewhere else, they'll try to get it out of the way of any other cast members or guests or anything. So nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, Cynthia says you're a great salesperson for moving down.
It's a lovely place. Beautiful.
All right. How about like snakes. Have any of you come in run-ins with snakes?
Just recently.
Just
All right, Walt, tell us.
Wow, they're just we have a brush area to the left of the house if you're looking at the house, and just walking the dog saw a couple of them, and they seem to be gone now. I don't know if they moved on to a different place or whatever,
Or
but
they're still living in the bushes.
We saw them for like a week straight every
kept
day.
coming
They
out, a
kept
couple
coming
black
out.
snakes.
But now in like the last 2 weeks, I haven't seen them at all. One of them rang the doorbell the other day, but other than that, I just looked through the hole and I saw him waving to me, so I didn't answer. But other than that, no.
Yeah, it was weird because
That was the only time we'd ever seen any snakes. Now,
Yeah.
toads and frogs and stuff like that are really prominent down here too.
and
You
the
can hear
lizards, of
them.
course.
They do have a poisonous frog that's
Well,
down
we
there.
just got something in from a viewer. Just sent us in this picture of what they've been seeing lately.
Who? What? No.
Wow,
I know what it is.
This is just a picture.
What is it? I want to see.
No, it's more. No, I can't.
This thing.
Oh, that's the wolf thing.
Yeah, we ran into one walking the dog the other day, the first time.
Oh my god.
They're very
I was
common
like, oh
down
my
here.
God,
You'll see a lot of those.
Oh my god.
My cats
I
always
don't know if
catch
I'm gonna be able to handle that.
Ugh.
I really haven't seen that many though. I just saw one recently. Not funny. Stop.
Are they venomous or it's a wheel bug? Looks like is that a wheel
Wheel
bug?
bug? That's a wheel bug, yeah.
Yeah,
The
we
wolf
saw
spiders
a
are
wolf
venomous.
spider.
So if we see that thing, is it like gonna cause damage or is it just like a good spider?
Well, if I see that, all hell's gonna break
I was
loose.
gonna say they're
And
gonna-
there's gonna be nothing standing around there. So you won't have to worry about that.
The spiders you want to keep away those spiders are orb weavers. If you have orb weavers around your place, they help get rid of a lot of the other bad ones. They look bad, but they're good spiders, those ones.
Now, are wolf spiders the same as grass spiders?
No,
Like-
they're commonly mistaken. So a lot of people think grass spiders are wolf spiders.
Yeah, because those grass spiders, they get pretty big too.
Yeah, I have pictures of one that I picked up once.
And they run like this.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what I saw the other day.
Yeah,
Oh
a grass
my God.
We
spider.
saw something and it looked kind of big and kind of hairy.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, they can look pretty
it worked.
big, but we had a problem with them when we first moved in, and then I was putting stuff outside to try to keep rid of, and I couldn't. I ended up just hiring someone, so now we have a guy come every 3 months and spray inside and outside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Joey. It's Joey's world.
Hi, Lisa.
Welcome in.
Yeah.
Now they're saying lizards are
used to know
our
that.
friends.
I don't like those lizards, but anyway.
I love the lizards.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Oh, I have a picture of the wolf spider we ran into.
Weird, but now I don't mind them.
This is a wolf spider we actually ran into
Okay,
walking.
let me know when it's off the screen because I can't look at it.
And if you look at its
Yeah,
back,
that's
it
what I
has
saw.
hundreds of little babies all over it.
Well, they look like they should belong in Australia.
Yeah, see that does look like a grass spider a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Grass spiders, I
Horrible.
just think they're like more skinny, a little smaller. This
Yes.
one was like this.
Yeah,
like,
the grass spiders
thick.
are a little skinnier. Oh,
Yeah. This thing was just sitting in the path
Okay,
at night. We walked around
So
with a flashlight.
stop it. I'm gonna end up killing you.
Oh, Jeff and Stacy, think you guys are going to be walking the paths that much?
I wonder.
I'm not going out. I'm not gonna go out in the yard. The yard is all yours. I'm just
Make
gonna
sure you
go in
check
and
your
out of the
shoes
house.
anytime you put them on.
Oh my god.
We have brown recluse down here.
Are we going to be safe doing our fireside chats outside?
We're not doing anything outside. We can do it in the house.
I never
We'll
go
put the,
outside.
we'll put the fire pit in the house and
Are these animals afraid of fire? Will you do fire pits? Do Florida people do fire pits outside at night?
yes.
Or is that
No,
just-
not a lot of times in this area at least, but
Yeah.
we have a lot of like no burn areas because of the fire hazards.
That means what? No, you can't. You do fire pits either.
So we have a friend that has a pool, and they have a deck, and like not a pool, like a deck made out of wood. It's made out of brick, and they have a fire pit, and it's all covered under the big bird cage. type
Yes.
thing.
That's what
And
that's what I tend to see too when people
Yeah.
do the
Okay.
fires. They have like those covered pool areas and they
Yes.
You can have it open like you do it, Charlie.
We don't have a big bird cage thing.
Well, you
Right.
gotta get a bird cage.
That's the point. I'm saying yours is open. I don't think you can have it open like that. Is
Yeah, around here there's like
that a deal
big
breaker?
fines for it.
okay, so we'll have to find out.
You have to get a bird
WTF?
cage.
What the heck?
We'll
Come
have
on.
That's all right. I'm not
Go to
going in the
work.
backyard anyway, so I can't believe I walked through it this weekend.
That's it. That's it. Cancel the closing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll tell you, I'm gonna have our pest control guy on speed dial, and every day he's gonna come and spray. 3 months ain't gonna cut it for me.
Well, what we need to do is get like 20 lizards and chain them to posts around the house.
Train them.
Nothing gets past the
Train
barrier.
them.
Not to worry about that. There won't be
They'll
any
be
shortage
around.
of those things.
I'm gonna
yeah.
have them
Get a lot of the insects.
shipped for our yard.
Keep plants all over your balcony or whatever, because that helps. We have a lot of lizards out there that go and hide in the plants and then they eat all of them.
Okay, so we're building a forest in the backyard specifically.
Yeah.
that
Not
lizards
too much
like.
though, or else then you'll get the snakes.
Ugh.
and the spiders.
Snakes are good. If they eat the spiders, I'm okay. Snakes are good. They don't bother me.
There was a
You
particular.
don't like the snakes, but
The
Yeah.
worst snake we ever saw down here was we ran into a water moccasin,
Oh,
and that was out near Lake Louisa.
okay.
Those are bad.
Do snakes ever really get into the toilets?
Oh yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it here, but I've heard of it. I've seen pictures of like rat snakes ending up in people's toilets, and
Like, how does that happen?
I don't know.
They come
So I
in.
guess you should
Just
always
women.
keep your lid closed.
yeah, we always keep our lid down just in case.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Look and always look. before you go.
Look before you. Oh, we're gonna have to teach the kids.
I am now.
Yeah, I look,
Right?
I look in the toilet, I look in my shoes anytime I go to
They
put
got
shoes
no
on or
burn
anything.
orders. So is no burn orders? Is that like for certain days? Is it for certain
At all.
months?
At all?
For the
At
entire
all.
year?
Yes.
At all.
I
You
guess
can't
you
even
have
have
to,
fireplaces in like houses in a lot of areas down here.
Really?
without having-
You gotta ask your HOA, Charlie.
Yeah, but but they allow fireworks, right?
No, technically not. Technically they're illegal unless you're using them to scare off.
Snakes and spiders.
Yeah, I mean whatever. I guess.
Okay, so I'm
Everyone just
good.
says that's what they're doing.
I'm gonna
but that's
have
July 4th.
Fire going around the entire
Let's have Roman candles around the whole house.
Is there things that the spiders don't like?
Those are- those are things I know, Charlie. Thanks, Jim.
Is there things that the spiders don't like that will keep them away?
the
Lizards.
spray that
No?
that my bug guy uses keeps them away.
I wonder if I can get like a Ghostbuster.
We use home defense, like so the spray that you can spray all over the outside of your home. We use that to keep out certain things because like roaches and ants and everything else try to get in
Well,
everywhere.
home
Yeah.
defense. Yeah, we have a little
Yeah.
thing on the wall that we're supposed to. Like they inject stuff into the walls, I guess.
We
Yeah.
Spray
like
it
it
in your
windows.
walls. Yeah. So Charlie, your
Yes.
builder makes it like that. So it's built into the wall. So they spray it right in the wall. So it's like a big barrier.
Cool.
Yeah.
As long as you don't invite them in, they can't come in, and you have garlic, and make sure you have your crucifix.
I was just gonna say those are vampires.
Holy water.
No. Well, all the animals down here are bloodsuckers. So I mean,
Yeah.
no.
Hold on, look,
Don't invite them in. You hear tapping at the windows. It's a spider. Don't answer it.
And yes, BDF is right. Snakes do like to hide in cars. I found snake skin in my car several times now.
Okay.
Why did we come on?
Inside the people part of the cars or in the engine?
Oh yeah, it was
We're
like
living
right
in
on the
some
floor
sort of
on my
fear right
passenger
now. I
side. I
haven't
found it in my
experienced
glove
any of this.
compartment. I've been telling my parents for a long time now. I've been pulling out all the pieces of the skin, and it's a fairly large snake that we've had
In
in our
your
car.
glove
Okay.
compartment?
Should we get a
Yes,
call
when I
911?
took it into work, there's a lot of people who work with these things and can identify them. I had somebody identify it as a brown eastern, and apparently they're one of the worst snakes to have a run-in with. So, but I have not found it.
We gotta call 911 because my mom is watching and she probably just had a heart attack.
I know.
She hates snakes.
You messed everything up.
Oh my.
Not at all. It's good
Way
to
to
know
go.
these things.
Guys,
Nice going, Charlie. Was this your pick?
this is your idea.
Oh my god! I even bought a book.
Yeah.
on
Those
reptiles.
are awesome.
Like,
We use those same booklets at work. They're really good.
Yeah.
Well, we're learning lots. Keep the toilet seat down. You know.
Okay, so let's look at some photo. What do we have? We have 10 minutes.
Do we have to?
Yeah, so I got this from Amazon. This shows turtles, which are fine, lizards, alligators.
Exactly, Super Disney fan. We're gonna be like in like
Frogs,
what is that?
toads.
Is it Harry Potter 6 or where they put the big fire thing around the Weasley house? That's gonna be our house.
Oh my god!
The whole time they're gonna be singing "Ring of Fire."
You know what's gonna happen is if he's gonna see spiders, he's gonna be like, "Follow the spiders. Why do they have to be spiders? Follow the spiders. Why could it be butterflies?" Right, Harry Potter. My gosh.
Oh, Auntie Laura said that they found one in your car, Sarah. Said when they were fixing your car, one was in there, Sarah. Whoa.
Oh, see, there we go. Oh, if you ever see these spiders, I just found a random picture of a spider on that I took a picture of. You see these around all the time, and a lot of people think they're dangerous. They're not. They have like smiley faces on them.
All right, hang on a second. Let me put it.
It looks very big.
It's not. They're pretty tiny.
Like face.
But they have a smiley face on
Look
them.
how big they are. I don't care.
I forget what they were called, but you see these a lot down here, and a lot of people think they're black widows, but they're not. They're totally harmless.
They're harmless. So if they're
Yeah.
smiley faces, they're
They're
harmless.
still dead.
See,
If I
the
see
smiley
it.
face. That's what tells you they're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm. I'll have a smiley face as I'm whacking it with something. You know what I'm gonna get? Okay. Question. Serious question. You know how they have those little looks like a tennis racket is a bug zapper?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use those on spiders?
Doesn't work very well.
So if I throw it at them and it hits them, does it
You
zap
gotta be
them?
pressing the button though. We have one of those too.
Is there an extension one where?
We literally were trying to figure this out one day when we had one. We were like, "Can we get the wrapper?" And we were trying to figure out how to extend it.
Do they have drones with rockets specifically for snakes and?
I'm telling you, I'm not going outside the house anymore.
One of those things where you fire them up.
That sounds perfect.
Oh shit!
Pitcher plants. Pitcher plants and some Venus fly traps. They do pretty well down here.
All right, we're gonna have to get some like Little Shop of Horror ones.
Yeah,
around the house size. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
So who's excited to move?
Komodo dragons.
Okay, we're getting a pet. I can deal with a Komodo dragon.
And knife-wielding hyenas eat most of the
See, I'm all fine with those. You can put an alligator in my backyard, but the spider,
Don't worry.
I have never got to the crocodiles yet. Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't even seen an alligator since we moved here, other than in the
you
park.
haven't?
No.
We have so many here. We have the babies will come
Oh
into the hallways of the complex buildings.
We haven't lived near any water yet, so we're just far enough away. That's why.
Yeah.
See, Kagan has that huge pond,
Yeah.
so like, and the kids go out there and try to
And then
grab
part of me
things
think
at
when we lived
the
in houses and we're like, "There's water." No.
Okay, so
We haven't even gotten to the crocodiles yet.
I know, okay. So
Your car window
this is going to be
open.
dangerous because I could be on the highway driving, and if I see a spider in my car, I'm bailing.
Why would
I'm literally bailing.
Ditching out the car.
I'd rather get the chance of getting hit by a car than being near a spider.
we had a lizard? We had one of the little lizards in our car, and Melissa was like, "If that thing jumps on me, we're gonna crash."
I've had those in my car plenty of times.
It did happen to us, Lisa. We had to pull over because I'm like, we got to get this out of here because it's gonna leak and I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah, no,
Because you don't.
We did. Then he was hanging on the car. I'm going 70 down I-4.
I know, and I'm like, I
hanging
feel
on
bad
for
for
dear
her.
life, and I'm like throwing the windshield wipers, trying to get him off the gate.
Oh
Poor little
Poor
thing.
little
That
thing.
reminds me. Look at her back over here.
we saw the love bugs. I'm fine with the love bugs.
no. Me
Oh,
too.
yeah, they're already
My
coming
car's
out.
not fine with the love bugs. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah,
Takes all the paint off.
yeah.
I've seen
We had a
them.
month where we had millipedes everywhere.
Those are
Yeah.
poisonous, aren't they?
One of my doctor's offices had millipedes all over the ground outside of the
Yeah.
building. We didn't get that around where I am, but
It's weird. We had them at our house, and they were all in our like garage and all over the
was
streets.
this like 4 or 5 months ago, somewhere in that area? Yeah. Okay.
And then they were gone. And now they'll curl all up, and then they die in your garage. You have to go sweep them out. They're little crispy.
Yeah. We noticed the same thing. We're like, what's happening? It wasn't around here. It was like all these other places we had gone to. We're like,
We usually add them.
Isn't that weird? I'm like, I don't know. It was strange.
Yeah.
It's
The
gone.
first time we'd seen that in the past
Yep,
5 years.
Weird.
Florida woman spotted with a complete spacesuit.
I'm gonna be in a hazmat suit with a flamethrower.
Hey, you know what they say? All those stories always start with a Florida man or a Florida woman.
Florida woman
They are
spotted.
over there.
Oh my god, that's
Florida woman, 105 degrees outside in an entire wrap up. You'll be fine, Stacey. Don't you worry.
The woman in the bubble from Davenport.
I'm gonna get bug netting for my side of the bed.
Oh yeah, that mosquito netting that kind of drapes
A
down.
beekeeper suit. With the
Oh, we get a lot of bears around here lately. That's
Yeah.
we had
I'm gonna ask you about big
Remember
animals.
a bear outside their car. Remember?
Yeah.
Kelly and Ivone had a bear in their driveway.
We think you're an Uber driver.
we use the Ring app because we have the Ring camera, the people camera.
Yeah,
So we get all the neighborhood alerts, and we always see the Florida black bears that are all in the neighborhoods nearby.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What, Lisa? We haven't had that. Well, we're not near water again, so
Fish
But
coming
that's
up from the
not that bad yet.
Are you serious?
Talking about the same state, everybody. This is Florida. Right?
Fish come up
Hurricanes
on-
are
Oh my
interesting
God.
time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, millipedes, they're poisonous, right?
Hurricanes? No.
No,
What?
millipedes.
That one.
You know what? Are they?
I don't know.
Okay,
Melissa,
so
when
how
they
about
die, do they
a
like coil up?
sharknado?
Yes.
Yes, they
And
curl
they're
up.
round like pinwheels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had those in
I
Pittsburgh
have a
really
photo
bad.
of them.
It must have been in the soil or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was your fault.
They're big though.
And the Christmas tree bag.
Are we talking about
Oh yes, all that patio furniture. No,
Put them down. Way to go, Angela.
That's where the came from.
That's where they came.
they were hiding in the patio furniture.
It was in that tree you gave us.
You had these in your driveway?
Comes out
That
in the
makes
end.
sense.
Millipede.
No,
Yeah.
It wasn't that big though. They weren't that
They're
big.
not that big. The ones around here are like teeny.
they're tiny.
Okay.
That big.
No, they're not that big. They're
They're
bigger.
really tiny. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, bigger.
that's a giant holding the millipede. So
Yeah, that's like Hagrid.
Not a lot of them. Like they were everywhere. I'm
Yeah, they were like, oh my gosh, they were
Yeah, they're
covered.
nothing to worry about though. They're not venomous.
And they smell too when you step on them.
They do.
Yeah.
They stink. There's a lot of bugs like that here.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh good. Yeah.
Good night, Cynthia.
Don't text
Sorry, Cynthia.
Sorry, Cynthia.
Hey, everything in Florida, you can get you.
Jim's trying to find the better
How
side of
about
it.
the wildlife we like?
Yeah,
to
sandhill cranes are
see?
amazing.
Sandhill cranes.
Jim,
Yeah.
yes.
Now let's talk about some fun stuff
So we
here.
can leave without feeling like
Yeah.
Sandhill
Yeah.
cranes made for life. You'll see little couples go around.
Yes, we saw one with a baby yesterday.
we were
Yeah.
wondering who they were,
That had a little buddy.
and they came
They're
back.
cute.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yes. You get a lot of hummingbirds in certain areas here.
Yeah.
Those are cute.
Cardinals. We get a lot of cardinals down here.
Yeah, a lot of cardinals.
I think there's snowbirds from St. Louis though. But we do get cardinals down here.
Yes, I was very happy to see cardinals. I've
Yeah.
only seen them at
I
Animal
thought we were
Kingdom.
wondering.
Yeah, we had a lot in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, eagles or
We've got
falcons?
some kind of falcons or something around here that are
We
always.
have a
lot
lot
of
of red
falcons.
shoulder hawks around here.
That's what it is.
Yeah, or
Okay,
hawks.
some
We
kind
get
of
the
They're
hawk.
the
hawk.
ones that are noisy. They're constantly calling.
Their wingspan is huge.
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah.
That's beautiful too.
Get a lot of them. We've had a lot of purple martins lately through here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get them at Epcot too.
Yeah.
They have those.
Houses.
Our
Think about-
team
Purple
puts the
martin
houses out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Think of my
So we gotta get a big bucket. So if it's in the house, I can put it over and put something on it, and then you gotta deal with it.
Don't touch bats down here. Don't
Oh,
do it.
you need
Or anywhere really.
Like a big bucket. because I can't go with the little Tupperware anymore.
No, you need a sack and a
Yeah,
hammer.
I have little, I call them lizard catchers. I have these little plastic cups and like a postcard so we can scoop them up and take them outside.
My cats are lizard catchers.
Catch 'em with a sack and you bash them with a hammer.
Normally we can do like a bucket like this big for some of the spiders up here, but I'm gonna need a bigger.
We usually use like a glass, like we have the one I was drinking sweet tea out of earlier.
I'm gonna need a a trash bucket.
Yeah, Stacy, you're gonna need a bigger bucket.
I'm gonna need because I have to have a distance.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh my
A bigger
God.
bucket.
That's right.
Get an iguana, you'll be all set. Yeah.
You need more than an iguana. You need a Godzilla down here.
Yeah.
Here, lizard.
All right, we're going over.
Wow.
We should do a separate steak one.
We don't do live.
That's true, Lisa. I remember that in Maryland. I'd be looking at our Christmas tree and like, oh, there's a big fuzzy spider. We've never bought a live tree down here.
Yeah, we don't have
That's
that.
right. Christmas trees down here. I always forget. We always get like lizards hiding in our Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people buy a
We
lot
have fake lizards. We have
Fake
Christmas
trees,
trees.
yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna stick with the fake ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we stick
And
with
that was
it.
live with
They
Gilly.
still draw on the lizards to them. Trust me.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want one here at all.
I had a picture of an anole sitting on top of the star of our Christmas tree like a couple of years back.
Oh, lizard. Oh, little lizard.
He was
on your
cute. He
side.
was just sitting on top, and we had to
That's
take the star off and carry it outside and put it out.
Oh, jeez.
Too funny.
All right, so we are at actually 9 o'clock. I want to
Yes.
thank D&G Explorers for switching with us tonight. I know that they had special plans, so they asked us to switch, and it was fine with us, and we were able to get it worked out better for Sarah tonight, so that was awesome.
Yes.
And so let's go around the horn. Let's start with Walt and Melissa. What do you guys got coming up on your channel?
You go ahead. You're the expert.
Saturday, Animal Kingdom. Sunday, Magic Kingdom. Next Tuesday, Dissanity. Lots coming on. So, it's been great.
Sarah, you gonna be at Animal Kingdom Saturday?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I won't be there the next 3 days.
Oh,
Sarah.
we'll be there. The bells will probably bug all over
Bug
us.
spray.
And bug spray, for sure. Yeah, we're out, and we'll see what... Might have something planned for July. I know that's far off, but something really big for July.
I'm going fast though. I can't believe it.
So for those of you who don't know, Sarah's like old school YouTube. You were back on it when it was first starting, right?
Like 13 years ago is when I made my channel. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I used to have around, I think it was about 35,000 people on there back then. And then that's when all the copyright strikes started happening and all that type of stuff with the kids' content and everything. And then I lost everything. So that's where I started from the ground up again.
No.
Yeah.
So, do you do anything specific with your channel? Or you just
It's
go
been
sporadic?
super random at this point. I was doing a lot of Disney stuff for a little while there, which I'll still do if I go to cool events that I can film at. I do those types of things. I literally tried mac and cheese ice cream in my last video. Super random. So yeah, just kind of random stuff right now.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for the insights on the ride. It was awesome.
Yes.
And you sound like the animal expert of the community. So
All right, so you're on my speed dial.
We're on
I'm
your
gonna be
speed
like taking
dial.
a photo, sending it to
I
you.
have removed rats, snakes, and a few other things from apartments.
Right. Hey, this just bit me. Hospital or no hospital?
Sophie's half blown up.
Yep.
All right, Angela, what do you got coming up on your channel?
So tomorrow I think we're going to be at a resort. So we're going to go over to French Quarter and Riverside. Yeah. And then we're going to go hang out with some friends that are there to see Yeehaw Bob. So we're going to do that tomorrow. And then Saturday we are at Magic Kingdom. Sunday we're at Animal Kingdom. So
I'll be there Sunday.
We haven't seen Yeehaw
cool.
Bob yet.
Yeah,
I think I'm
we
at
haven't
Maharaja
seen him
Jungle
yet?
Trek on Sunday.
Yeehaw, Bob.
I haven't seen Yeehaw either.
okay. Yeah. Well, Thursday. So okay.
I found your channel.
We're gonna welcome in LSU mom and
LSU.
Dizzy Baker. Welcome in.
Welcome in. Thank you. So what do we got coming up?
Tomorrow we're releasing a Magic Kingdom video from our July trip.
Is that the one where we're all sitting? You just listening to?
No. I'm currently editing. No, that's at night. It's funny. We went to Magic Kingdom and we spent most of the day there, and then it was like torrential downpouring, so we ended up leaving. Like it was like monsoon.
She was editing the video where we're all in Frozen, and we were like with Jeff
So
and
later,
Angela, and we're all in the same boat singing to Avery.
So later we go to Epcot, and it's the night that we went to Germany with you and Jeff, and Laura and Jamie was with us.
Yeah.
And then we went on Frozen, and the whole boat was singing to Avery.
Yes.
So funny. So yeah. But that's not tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is the Magic Kingdom up to the rainstorm. And then it was also when we saw Epic Live. So that will be coming out later on.
Nice.
Oh.
Well, you got to come down and say hi. Say good night, everybody.
Up your head.
That's
That's nostalgia on one page.
Say hi.
Amy, what 2 books did you just buy at the Japan Pavilion?
Mom,
tell us.
Ponyo and Princess Mononoke.
I love Ponyo and Princess Mononoke.
Ponyo. We just watched that movie the other day.
Yes.
Oh yeah. My favorite, Spirited Away. I love Spirited Away.
Oh yeah, our daughter's been really into those movies lately. Her and her friend.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Very popular.
Yeah, so we got the Magic Kingdom coming out tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, and then we'll have an Epcot one coming out probably in the next couple of days. It's actually, I was editing, and then I got to start working on last weekend. We were in Florida. We did the walkthrough, so I got to work on those videos too.
And we have tons of video from a very, very short weekend.
We do. We definitely do. So
I don't recommend anyone driving like 42 hours in like 3 days. Don't do it.
I was going to say, try to cruise.
Tough.
Oh.
Stuff. That's the most you've ever driven, because my eyes just stopped working afterwards, and they start going getting dry, or they start doing the jigglies.
Oh no.
Yeah, I drove a lot more.
Yeah, you drove a lot more than.
Yeah, but
anything else?
No, I think that's it. And then obviously we're packing and purging and the whole carpet thing that happened here. So we're kind of busy.
So everyone, please take a moment and check out each other's channels in the chat. Check out our guests. These are awesome channels, awesome people. And you won't be disappointed if you go check their channels out. And so next week we are back at our regular time at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. And unless something comes up, we can't have another disaster in the house. I don't think so.
Oh my God.
But, maybe we'll have a new rug by then. That'd be cool. But anyways, until then, don't forget to do your duty.
It's a big duty.
I'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.